A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Look at this.
Oh, I missed that? That's crazy. I missed that tackle.
And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Murray on the play fake. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Cardinals force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Can't pick. Can't even choose the fucking thing.
At the time of the pass.
What?
Within a yard of the line.
Yo. They wouldn't let me accept it.
Right,
decline it.
Second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
They just glitched me.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Looking deep down the middle.
I don't know why a dude came up. I already had him.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
There. Do that.
Murray here on 1st down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. He's throwing for it. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead.
Okay.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground.
We got here, Josh.
Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish
All right,
up their opening
defense.
drive.
Let's do this
It's a
again.
Josh Jacobs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that
Do this
time,
again,
Brock.
defense.
He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Dortch now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. First and 10, Murray. Gets this one to Harrison.
Damn.
And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Okay, we're going to make him throw to somebody else.
Lead in the first. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Oh my God, we can't get a tip pass, nothing? Well, we knew this was what players have to do. That's crazy. You ran the same place.
Back to it. See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Love. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25.
Can we play some defense on our side? Fuck this nigga.
Touchdown. The Packers make it a field goal game. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Trying for the deep ball.
Ooh-wee.
Inside the 30.
We worrying about one person.
Into enemy territory.
Richard, good pass.
Being stopped on a huge gain. First down from the red zone.
We waiting on that one.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Not a lot of one play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Thrown on first down, Love.
Ah, shit.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long. Here's Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Shit, threw it to Dobbs.
Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals
Couldn't afford a sack right there.
Close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
3 and 20.
Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Down coming up. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 16-14. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have second and pretty long here. Trying again following the sack. He puts some power on a deep one left.
You gotta get that from me.
But a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Here he is on third and long.
Good pass.
McBride hauls it in. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Working quickly here. On fourth down, here's Murray.
Nixon.
The catch. Did he get both feet in? No. Oh, so close.
He's back there getting cooked, too. We got lucky on that one. It was a busting.
First and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Takes the handoff, now Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's
I don't know what my offensive line wanted to do.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Love on third and short. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
You guys running into people like, just get off your route. Run your route.
Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Kyler throwing here. Rolling left, buying some time.
But so you know, let him get on the
Just gonna get rid
outside.
of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Wow.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
In motion, right is Jones. Murray on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it to Murray. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute.
The blocking! Fucking block!
It's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll run Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Murray.
My boy.
It's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take possession of the football. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Love now to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show
Yeah, dude, it's a crash.
You can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love from the gun.
Get that first crash.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Why leave money on the table?
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end.
Yeah, we actually gave you the ball with 35 seconds left. We weren't supposed to have it again, so that 3 points is extra.
One last play before the break.
How does this confuse them, though? Like, why don't nobody just pick him up? I don't understand that.
He's back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. He'll begin his return from the 11. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love.
Oh my goodness.
They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did.
You got to get out of there, Jay. Come on, bro. You got to get out of there.
Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets them up with a third down. Love out of the shotgun.
Oh, got him.
Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. Hits the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers lead by 15 now. On now is McManus to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Murray here on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the air, Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Chased out to his right. He's got it near the 8. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. Now Murray on the play fake. Buys time, rolling right.
Wow, nobody's over there. Touchdown. I seen that.
The Cardinals start the 2nd half with some needed points.
Good shit. Cut that weak ass pass off. We knew it was about to happen.
Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down.
Can't be 96 speed.
Choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Yeah.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick.
Watch, I get back on that right.
Like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They are now set for 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
That's your block, Dylan. Get to your fucking block. Get up to your block!
Jacobs.
Fuck out of here. Good shit, boy.
15. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown. it a 15-point game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His third of the game.
They're doing didn't get that block. I've been tight.
Showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for two. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Hey, good game, bro. Good game.
The obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. 1st and 10. Murray gets everything he has under this throw. That's complete.
Mixon, you've been getting shredded all game. I don't know why I'm not watching your back. Like, you getting cooked. Sad word.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Then I took this foul.
The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's
As soon as I took the foul.
Cardinals offense out. They're going to try for 2 once again.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Murray.
Out of bounds.
And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2.
Push everything left. Push everything right. If you get us in the middle, shit, we didn't deserve to stop you anyway.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them.
They didn't go nowhere.
Waiting for that signal, waiting for it. Oh, they've got it. The Cardinals recovered. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
You break that
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Musgrave don't even be blocking like that.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs.
Oh, that's a good block though, Musgrave.
Jukes out a 1-stop.
My bad.
He's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good block.
Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
We got one more timeout. We need that out the pocket. Is that a bait? Ooh, it wasn't either. Ooh, there you go. That's that timeout.
Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock.
And you got the 2-minute warning, another timeout.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Packers leading by 11. what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd.
Way shift the
Good
ball.
yardage with a new set of
It's
downs.
tough.
Offensive coordinators tell us all
That's
the
the
time.
game. Yep. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. We needed that win. What is that noise?